we have a nice piece that is made of mostly real wood, some particle board on the sides, and veneer on top that is in very good shape. This piece doesn't need a lot of repairs, it just needs just a makeover. The drawers are constructed with real wood front faces, sides, and constructed with dovetails. It has some inlays, they're not glued in or anything like that, so they're easily removable. In the drawer I found a stamp, American of Martinsville, a company based out of Chicago. I start off by removing all the drawers and give it a good cleaning with some TSP and follow up with some water. I like to number all the drawers, that way I can just put them back where they came out of, because everything just seems to fit a lot better when you do it that way. I'm mixing in some stain with my wood putty because I didn't have the proper color to match the piece, so we'll just see how this does. So this chip isn't too bad, it's in the back, so it should blend in pretty well. I'm using a scraper to remove the finish because sanding just wasn't going to really cut it, because this finish was really thick and it was going to take some time to get it off. After removing most of the finish with the scraper, I switched over to my orbital sander, and I'm starting off with an 80 grit piece of sandpaper. After starting off with 80 grit, I moved my way up to 150, and then I finished it off with a 220 just to get it nice and smooth. I'm adding some wood conditioner so that way I can get a more consistent color when I go to apply my stain. After conditioning, you want to apply your stain while it's still wet, or up to 30 minutes is what the instructions say, but I let it dry fully so that the stain doesn't penetrate too deeply, so that way I can kind of control the color. I'm using Varathane's oil-based stain in Special Walnut. Since I let the wood conditioner dry completely, the stain doesn't penetrate too deeply, and it gives me this lighter, rich color that I was looking for. Time to set up and get the drawers ready for primer. I like to use an HVLP gravity-fed spray gun. It just gives a nicer finish opposed to using a paintbrush. Time for a new wooden base to replace the old base to give the dresser a more modern look. I actually got the idea from Andrea over at DIY Wife, and if you want to see how that is constructed, I'll leave a link to their video in the description below. This base is fairly easy to remove, it's just held on by some screws and maybe a little bit of wood glue. I decided to paint the drawer fronts in a limousine leather black by Bear to give the piece some contrast. I'll do 3 coats of paint with light sanding of a 220 grit in between each coat. To seal this dresser, I'm going to be using some Verithane's polyurethane water-based in a clear satin finish. This too will be getting about 3 coats with some light sanding of 220 in between each coat. I decided to sand the base down and paint it the same color as the drawer fronts because I just wanted a little more contrast between the body and the base. And now it's time for the big reveal. So let's talk numbers. I bought this dresser for $60 and put in another $60 in material, bringing my total cost to $120. After posting it online for sale, it sold in less than 24 hours later at my full asking price of $500, bringing me a net profit of $380 total. Thank you for sticking with me on this one, and I'll see you on the next one.